Skip the middleman.
I'll give you a T-shirt if you buy me a video.
It's such a weird thing, and I've even had British friends, come and visit. We've gone to see bands, and there's no one on the stage. Everyone's at the back of the bar, and my British friend says, "Let's go support the band, whether they're good or bad." And I'm like, "What do you mean support them?" And they're like, "Let's go stand in front of the stage and support the band."
That's our good friends at Canada Pacific. E-carting, surely necessary FT cars.
They should pay you
across our
They should pay you a promotional fee for every time you say the name.
Wouldn't it be amazing if they just put the logo for this radio show on the side of that train, going straight across the country?
I think I saw that train last week.
Anyway, sorry, I get bitter about the whole thing personally. I don't get it.
Yeah. No, well, I don't know. Bands are weird, and let's talk a little bit about music and downloading and like. I don't know, again, it's so easy to download the music for free. Do you find that it's hard to, I don't know what I'm getting at. Jenny, you want to take the lead?
Well, let's go back to this issue of cultural support. Like, where would that support come from in the kind of arts climate that we're in right now? Where does that start?
I don't know. Like I was saying during the break, it's not just music. It's actors. It's comedians. We're in this weird thing where we live so close to the U.S. border, and we really want to protect our identity, and yet we don't support local talent, whether it be musicians or artists or comedians or actors, until they make it south of the border or in Europe. And there's so many examples of that. Dream Warriors, Feist, and all of a sudden we herald them, and everyone, it's like a bragging right we have now. Well, they're Canadian. They're Canadian. Oh, where were you 5 years ago? I don't understand.
Well,
We were worried they were going to turn into Celine Dion.
That's a legitimate concern.
I don't know why we have the problem to begin with. I don't.
Well, you mentioned Canadian identity. Like, do either bands here, Ramona and Factory Boys, feel like you have an identity as musicians in Canada, like something legitimately to hold on to as your own?
Not here, no. Not for me.
Canada? Not at the moment, though. But we're trying to put something there with our record label, Hype Records. We're trying to put something there. So it's really hard. It's really hard.
They don't really support,
They don't support. They support the artists down here, but if you're out and you do it big, you try to support it. That's what they know. I'll take Drake for example. Drake was here. He was nobody. I talked to him. I see him. Everything. But now I can't even see Drake no more. Before he comes here, there are more than 10 body guys coming with him. Because why? He went to the state and he made it.
Yeah.
So
did he sort of like leave everyone behind? Like he just doesn't want anything to do with anyone now, or?
Well, Drake was the guy in the hip hop industry that couldn't get a record label, and that's how they promoted him. And now he has a record label, so it's kind of the tables have turned. And
showed you guys.
And his image has changed in the industry.
It's part of the game, because right now if I go to a state and be big, when I'm coming for the interview, I have to come with maybe 20 people. 20 cars, every car, everywhere you go. As how it is. US, they support. Canadians, we don't support.
We're fickle here.
And what I learned is people are making money from the government, and we the artists and those in it doesn't benefit.
Yeah.
Because people organize shows, do this, go to the government for money. The government issue huge sum of money. They don't even pay the artists. They don't even pay.
Really, eh? I mean, that's another thing that I've always been really interested in, is this whole, like, you can get grant money if you can wade through all of the bureaucracy and paperwork and the red tape and, like...
But the weird thing about that is that they give grants to established artists. I mean, nothing against Sum 41, but I've picked up their records long after they were huge, and they have the factor, the foundation that gives these grants, help them on the record, and I don't understand why they need the help.
Why aren't they helping Ramona?
I don't get it.
That's how it is now.
But if you feel like you have no identity in the music industry now, how do fans support bands that don't really have an identity in Canada?
I'm being very careful with my answer. I don't know. I just, maybe a lot of it's population driven too, because we're such a huge country with such a small population, and when you look at Europe or the States or Japan, it's you know, small, well, not, say for the US, there's smaller areas with, you know, the odds are just better for you that if 10% of the population likes it in Canada, that 10% in Japan is going to be huge. So it's almost, you know.
Do you think it's because there's a bigger percentage of artists in Canada? Like, are there more people here trying to make it in music?
No.
It's something that just
You mean
came to
relative
mind.
to the population?
Compared to the state, everywhere you go,
Yeah.
people are the music.
Canada has a
Mistake.
population of buffalo.
You go to Bois,
Yeah, it's
you go to, everywhere you go, people selling their mixtape in the bars, everywhere you go, people trying to make it.
Really?
But here we don't even see that. We don't see people selling their mixtapes in the bars and all. We don't see that. You go to US,
A lot of
everywhere
bars
you go,
won't allow it, I'm sure.
They're selling their mixtapes.
Yeah.
Yo, how much you think will give me for this? You know, people just wanna come up.
Yeah.
It's just odd. Right now we have an indie deal in Japan, the UK, and the States, and we're getting good feedback from it, and people are interested. And we're not making loads of money by any means, but people are at least acknowledging us. And
Well,
here,
that's gotta be nice.
it's lovely, and it's but it's bizarre that we have to look abroad to. That's not because we're Canadian. They're not like throwing out the red carpet because we're Canadian. It's just because they.
They wanna see something new.
Yeah.
And like, for instance, our website, factoryboys.com. We try to check those who goes on our website a lot. Not even the Canadians.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah.
Outside.
I found the same thing.
Where are most
China?
people checking from?
China, Japan, Asia.
US.
Really?
From just Europe, US, even the Canadians, they don't check.
Yeah, I
I was
the same
surprised.
thing too.
Yeah.
Very same thing.
I think Canada can realistically support 3 genres at any given time. And I'm serious. They can support metal in all its varieties because it's a cult-driven thing. It's very strange.
Metal is a global movement.
Yeah, country. You know, and